Cause of women and youth on Monday protested the high cost of living in Nigeria. They also protested the epileptic power supply and water in Minna, the state capital. The protest started at about 7 a.m., resulting in the protesters blocking the ever-busy Minna-Bida road, thereby obstructing vehicular movement through and through the Niger capital. The protesters carried placards, some of which had captions like "No food, we are dying of hunger, save our families," etc. Several travelers and staff of the National Examination Council (NECO) and the Federal University of Technology Minna, whose headquarters are located outside the city center, could not access their place of work, with majority of them returning home. It could not be confirmed under which platform the protest took place. However, some of the protesters who carry fresh leaves said the high cost of living was making things difficult for their families. The police tried to disperse the protesters but were chased away by the protesters. What you're seeing in Minna, Niger State is what everyone all over the country is feeling. The hardship is telling on Nigerians. It will get to a point where Nigerians will no longer tolerate it anymore. In the same vein, the National Association of Nigerian Students (NANS) has given President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a 14-day ultimatum to implement concrete measures to tackle the rising cost of living in the country. The student body, which lamented the hardship faced by Nigerians, warned that failure to come up with the implementable policies that will address the high cost of living within the 14 days, it will have no more option than to mobilize for mass protests. NANS Southwest Zone D gave the ultimatum on Monday at a media briefing in Osogbo, the Osun State capital, while addressing the escalating challenges regarding the cost of living experienced by Nigerians. NANS, which expressed its deep concern over the hardship faced by Nigerians, regretted that Nigeria had been grappling with a myriad of economic challenges, including inflation, unemployment, and a weakening currency, which has significantly contributed to the rising cost of living across the nation. The impact of this economic pressure has been particularly severe on the average Nigerian, making it increasingly difficult to avoid basic necessities such as food, shelter, and healthcare. Highlighting several pressing issues related to the cost of living crisis, the association emphasized that the unbearable economic hardship faced as a result of the soaring cost of living can be addressed if the political leaders take the interests of the masses to their heart. Many families are struggling to make ends meet, with stagnant wages and rising prices pushing them further into poverty. Now, Southwest Zone issued a direct appeal to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene and address the worsening situation. As the leader of the nation, President Tinubu is urged to prioritize the welfare of Nigerian citizens and take decisive action to alleviate their suffering. The association hereby issued a 14-day ultimatum for President Tinubu to respond to our demands and implement concrete measures to tackle the cost of living crisis. Failure to do so will result in mass protests. Now, Southwest Zone is going to mobilize students and citizens to take to the street in large numbers. The student body, however, appealed to the relevant stakeholders, including government officials, policymakers, and civil society organizations, to join hands in addressing the urgent need of the Nigerian people. There is urgent need for swift and decisive actions to mitigate the impact of the cost of living crisis and restore hope and dignity in millions of struggling Nigerians. With a clear ultimatum issued to President Tinubu and a commitment to mobilize mass protests if necessary, the association has signaled its determination to hold government accountable and advocate for the welfare of the Nigerian people. It is now incumbent upon the authorities to heed this cause and take meaningful steps to alleviate the suffering of the populace. The media briefing was conducted by the coordinator of the National Association of Nigerian Students (NANS) and Secretary General Southwest, Comrade Aloy Join and Sani Suleiman Olamide, respectively. This is a ticking time bomb. The president should do the needful or resign. There is no reason why Nigerians should face this harsh economy and sufferings while politicians are enjoying. The members of Tinubu cabinet are busy looting the scarce resources that is available to the public, and Tinubu himself has traveled to France to go and rest, while the people are continually being told to endure the hardship that was inflicted on them by these so-called politicians. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.